second thing, but yeah, it's so it helps you or others survive, adapt, and thrive. So so let's say your so-called power was only works in like fantasy football. Does it really count?
No, that
No,
doesn't
it doesn't
count at
really
all.
count at all,
No,
right? And so
no. If my superpower was like, hey, I'm really good at fantasy football, well, good for fucking you. But that doesn't help anybody unless you're playing fantasy football with a bunch of dudes. Like, sure, you can help your dudes in fantasy football, but like, it doesn't count to help. Help. Maybe fantasy football helps you personally, but it doesn't help others to like survive, adapt, or thrive in any way. But like, what does help? Staying calm in chaos. Maybe like reading people or rebuilding after you fail or turning your pain into a purpose.
so I would even say the last one is probably one of the most impactful ones because when you start to look at a lot of organizations or like like nonprofits, things like that, there's usually, unfortunately, like a horrific event or something that has happened where they want to strive to do something. Like so, when Matt and I have talked about like bullying, bullying has been going on for from the age of time, basically when dinosaurs were walking and of course the cavemen were there and all this other shit. Like bullying's been around.
Yeah.
It's been there. It's been whatever. But like
I'm saying right now, some of these quotes are real fire right here. Like if you're not catching some of these quotes, like they're absolutely. I'm reading a little bit ahead. Like even like you can't copy someone else's trauma and expect the same power. Like I'm like reading that, but I'm reading one like that's a little bit ahead, and I'm like, whoa. And I don't know if I wrote it or if I got it from somewhere else, but like if you're not catching some of these quotes and like writing it down or making a note of it, you're making a huge mistake because like these are fire. Like these are some good, at
wow,
least some good advice.
I was gonna say life lessons maybe that you haven't even thought about doing yet, or maybe you haven't experienced yet,